The 2026 Ram BigHorn just dropped with a twist that's shaking up the truck world. The legendary HEMI is back under the hood. But here's the question. Is this the return of raw power we've all been waiting for? Or just another facelift wrapped in nostalgia? From bold design changes to hidden upgrades inside the cabin, Ram claims this BigHorn can do more than ever. But does it actually deliver on performance, comfort, and value? Or will rivals leave in the dust? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know if the BigHorn with the HEMI is truly worth your money. The Ram BigHorn has always been one of America's go-to trucks. Tough, reliable, and built for both work and play. And now, the 2026 version is here, making headlines for one big reason: the return of the HEMI. Ram knows its audience. Truck buyers in the U.S. don't just want utility. They want power, comfort, and a truck that feels like part of their lifestyle. That's exactly why the BigHorn matters. For years, the truck market has been crowded with strong competition. Ford, Chevy, GMC, all fighting for dominance. But with the 2026 BigHorn, Ram is trying to remind everyone why it's still a serious contender. This isn't just about horsepower. It's about blending modern features, updated design, and that unmistakable HEMI muscle into a package aimed at everyday drivers, weekend adventurers, and loyal truck enthusiasts. In this review, we'll break down what makes the 2026 BigHorn unique, from its bold, new styling to the interior tech updates, and of course, how it performs with that HEMI engine. The question is simple. Does it live up to the hype, or is it just riding on the legacy of its name? Stick with me, because the answers might surprise you. The 2026 Ram BigHorn makes its first impression the moment you see it. The front fascia has been sharpened with a bolder grille and sleeker LED headlights that almost look aggressive, like the truck is daring you to take it off-road. The stance is wide and muscular, reminding you instantly that this is a Ram built to be noticed. Walk around to the sides, and you'll see subtle refinements, clean body lines, tougher wheel arches, and new alloy designs that make it feel modern without losing that rugged personality. Step inside, and the updates become even more obvious. Ram has clearly paid attention to comfort this year. The cabin offers soft-touch materials in all the right places, a spacious layout, and a massive touchscreen that dominates the center console. Uconnect 6, Ram's latest infotainment system, comes with smoother graphics and faster response times, plus wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Even in the mid-range BigHorn trim, you'll notice an upscale vibe, something buyers usually expect only in top trims. But let's talk about what everyone really wants to know: the HEMI. Yes, it's back. The 5.7-liter V8 pumps out a thrilling 395 horsepower and 410 lb-ft of torque. On paper, that's enough to tow over 12,000 pounds, but on the road, it's more than just numbers. Acceleration feels punchy, highway passing is effortless, and that deep exhaust note gives you the kind of grin only a HEMI can deliver. Pair it with Ram's smooth 8-speed automatic transmission, and the drive feels powerful yet controlled. Fuel economy? Well, here's where the story gets interesting. While Ram has improved efficiency slightly with cylinder deactivation and mild hybrid assistance, this is still a thirsty engine compared to turbocharged rivals. But for many buyers, the trade-off is worth it. After all, you don't buy a HEMI for fuel savings. You buy it for the roar, the muscle, and the heritage. Safety has also been stepped up. Standard features now include blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, and adaptive cruise control. Ram seems to be closing the gap with Ford and Chevy in this area, making the BigHorn not just powerful, but also smarter for daily driving. And then there's the price, but we'll get to that later, because the value equation is one of the biggest surprises of this truck. For now, what's clear is that the 2026 Ram BigHorn is more than just a cosmetic refresh. It's a statement. Ram is here to remind everyone why the HEMI still matters. But does that bold engine alone make it the smartest buy in today's truck market? That's the real question, and the answer might not be what you expect. This is the moment where the 2026 Ram BigHorn either proves it belongs at the top or slips behind the competition. On paper, the HEMI's numbers are impressive, but how does it feel in the real world? Behind the wheel, The answer is immediate. The throttle response is sharp, the acceleration is surprisingly quick for a truck of this size, and that unmistakable V8 growl fills the cabin with pure energy. It doesn't just move, it surges forward with confidence, reminding you why the HEMI badge still carries weight. Out on the highway, the ride is smoother than expected. Ram suspension tuning keeps the truck planted, even on uneven roads, and steering feels lighter than you'd guess from its bold, heavy presence. Take it off-road, and the BigHorn flexes its muscles, climbing over loose gravel and dirt with the kind of ease that makes you wonder if this is more than just a daily driver. The combination of raw muscle and modern tech creates an experience that's both nostalgic and surprisingly refined. But here's the twist. While the HEMI brings excitement, you can't ignore the fuel economy hit. Long commutes will make you feel the cost at the pump, and rivals offering turbocharged six-cylinders or hybrids start to look tempting for practical buyers. This is the trade-off: raw, old-school power versus modern-day efficiency. So, has Ram delivered a truck that justifies the hype? In many ways, yes. The 2026 BigHorn with the HEMI is a bold reminder of why drivers fell in love with Ram trucks in the first place. But here's the catch. Whether this is the right truck for you depends on one crucial factor we'll get to in just a moment: the value equation. So what's the final word on the 2026 Ram BigHorn with the HEMI? At its core, this truck is a celebration of old-school muscle blended with just enough modern comfort and safety to stay competitive. The pros are clear: bold new styling, a surprisingly refined interior, upgraded tech, and of course, the raw thrill of that legendary HEMI V8. It's a truck that feels alive every time you press the gas pedal. But it's not perfect. Fuel economy is still its biggest drawback. And if you're someone who racks up miles every week, that could become a painful expense. Add in stiff competition from Ford's EcoBoost and Chevy's hybrid options, and you start to see where the BigHorn could struggle with more practical buyers. So who is this truck really for? If you want a daily driver with cutting-edge efficiency, you might look elsewhere. But if you're the kind of buyer who values heritage, raw power, and a truck that feels like part of your identity, the 2026 Ram BigHorn delivers exactly what you're looking for. It's a truck that refuses to let the HEMI legacy fade quietly. And for many, that's worth every gallon of gas. In today's U.S. truck market, where hybrids and EVs are grabbing headlines, Ram is making a bold statement. There's still room for heart-pounding, gasoline-powered muscle. Whether this will shape future trends or simply hold the line against change is yet to be seen. But one thing's for sure: the BigHorn with the HEMI leaves an impression you won't forget. So, would you choose tradition and raw muscle over modern-day efficiency? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more honest car reviews and comparisons.